Greetings, viewers watching this video. My name is superBers, and welcome to Are You Totally ADD? Now, I was going to play a cool game called Bendy and the Ink Machine, but it didn't work. Yeah, so right now I'm gonna try and do this that does not require any sound, luckily, and I can then just use the audio from this clip to then cut it off and just line it up with this and then not worry about it, because frick that, because I had to struggle with how to do that with the game, and now I'm gonna do that with this because I don't have to worry about the game audio because it's a quiz, it doesn't need audio. So now I have something to upload. It's just, you know, I want to raise you up a little bit. Alright, let's get into it. What are the signs? Wait, I need to read that properly. Are you totally ADD? Attention. Deficient hyperactivity disorder is somewhat difficult to diagnose. Why? Well, for one thing, the symptoms are common problems that everyone faces. We are all forgetful, distracted, restless, overwhelmed, or losing track of things now and then. So, what makes ADHD a disorder? What are the signs? So, I was diagnosed by a professional when I was a kid with this, and so I know I have it. But I saw a lot of people doing it, and my mom, and I thought one doctor said I just had ADD, not ADHD. So I just thought that this would be cool to kind of just see what the quiz thought. If I have ADHD or ADD, which is what I thought, because I'm not very hyperactive. I may do it here. That's the point. When inattention, procrastination, that's one thing, overwhelm, and restless are constant frustrating problems. So wait, inattention, dude, my brain will go off onto all kinds of places. My hand is in front of my face. Procrastination, that was a problem with my channel. Procrastination did not allow me to make videos, so I'm glad that I can fight that a little better and just get to do it. So, overwhelm, I don't know what that is, but restlessness, not really. And then are constant frustrating problems that undermine many areas of your life. It's a disorder. Note, this quiz has been approved by 2 independent ADHD specialists. It will give you a sense of whether or not you have this mindset, but it will not replace a proper assessment by a doctor who understands ADHD. This quiz is not intended to give you a definite medical diagnosis. Cool. I kind of already knew that, and I'm glad. I kind of just want to take the quiz just to take it and see what that's like. Are you totally ADD? There are 18 quick questions. The first 9 explore inattention and focus. Of course, life is rarely black and white. If what we are describing happens to you regularly, then select yes. Select no if it's hardly ever or not at all. Okay, so regularly, yes. Hardly ever, not at all. Okay, good. Start quiz. Let's get to it. Poor attention to detail. Often, I make small mistakes in my work. I skim read. I tend to rush things. Skim read. I do, because I had a struggle. I was in pre-AP geography, and then I had to leave because I couldn't do the big notes. I couldn't do it because I just saw the big block of text, and my brain went, no matter how much I wanted to do my homework for the good grades, I just couldn't do it. So skim read's a good thing. That is a thing that happens to me. I tend to rush things. I don't think so, but at the same time, wait, no. I've rushed a lot of things, so no. I mess up dates, frick yes. Get numbers wrong, frick yes. Or fail to notice typos. Not as often, but sometimes. I often overlook details in filling out forms or forgetting to add attachments to emails. Kind of. I tend to make simple errors because I'm not paying attention. Yeah. Yeah. Next. I am easily distracted. I find it difficult to stick with longer tasks. Not necessarily true, but at the same time it is. If it's not something that I'm passionate about, for example, YouTube, I can spend a day editing and focus on it. I might get up to go get a drink of water or stretch, but like pretty much I'm in my chair editing because I'm passionate about it and I care about it. But let's say you give me a homework assignment that I'm gonna have to, that is long and hard. I need help with that. Even leisure activities, don't know what that means. I may go off to do something else, or I end up doing several things at once. Oh my gosh. This is more so, it also mainly happens up in here in my brain, where I'm in a location, I'm in a conversation, and my brain will split off to go thinking about YouTube videos, possible ideas, random other stuff, movies I want to see, trailers to see, things I need to do. All of a sudden, no matter how much I want to listen to this person, and I usually am, and I'm doing that, but somehow my brain can multitask and still think about other things. Sometimes it's focusing too much on the other things, especially if my interest is super hard on that, not so much on the person, which I feel bad about, but then my brain will go, oh, what's this going on back here? No, go back to the person. So I have to like snap myself out of it, but like it happens a lot. I struggle to follow through on complex tasks. Yes, if it's complex, I can't follow instructions well. Like, okay, I can do a Lego build. I can build a chair from a stupid manual or whatever. Just like if it's, I don't know, like someone says, give me instructions to go do something, and it's a big list, I will miss a step, because my brain will completely forget that any of that ever happened. So I keep on looking at my view screen. But every time that ever happens, I just completely, it blanks out of my head, and I'm like, frick, hey, what was that one, what was the 5th instruction out of 10? You know, so short deadlines work best for me. I'm recording this on a Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. I'm gonna say yes. I'm not so sure about it, but at the same time, it kind of makes sense, is that because of my procrastination, which I'm doing a lot better with, heck, hence me being able to stay on the schedule. But I find I am easily distracted during longer conversations. No, because I'll listen to people, not, like, I won't, like, if I'm talking to someone and we're actually, like, fully having a strong, like, conversation, I'm not gonna just go off and, my brain won't go off and do other things, or I'm not gonna walk up and walk away. But I do tend to tune out. That is the thing that happens, where if my brain will just, like, kind of almost shut off, it's still, like, we're functioning, but at the same time, it almost, like, turns off, where it goes, oh, right, you're speaking. So, and I feel awful every time something happens, because then I feel like I'm a jerk, and I feel like people might think I'm ignoring them. I may be looking right at someone, but I'm lost in thought. Yes. So once again, like I said, like I could be looking at the person talking about them, but if my brain's going off in other things, and maybe something's a little more interesting to me that's in my head, like something that's really important to me, all of a sudden is popping in my head, my brain will start thinking about it and go, frick, no, go back to the person. So, and that's always sucks. My mind often wanders. Yep. I often miss what's being said. Oh, too much. So I have to ask people to repeat themselves. Oh, freaking all the time. Sometimes I even lose track of what I'm saying, or I go off on tangents. That bottom one is pretty much me. And that's the struggle with making videos, is, as you just saw earlier, I didn't finish my freaking sentence because I went off, my brain moved on and just freaking for some reason went into the quiz. So, tangents, oh boy. Like this one right now. So yes, it's not too often or not at all. It's frickin' 100%. I prefer to jump right. Okay, don't follow instructions. That's not true. I prefer to jump right in and rather than read through instructions. I feel like I might have like a impulse to do that, but I don't do it because if it's something with pieces, I go, it's a lot of pieces. I'm gonna need to know what I'm freaking doing, so I'm gonna look at the thing. Guides or recipes? No, recipes I'll look at it because otherwise I don't know where to start. I'll just sit there stupidly staring at all the pieces or ingredients going, how the frick am I supposed to put that together? So, I don't have regular routines at work or home. I struggle with schedules or plans. Oh my gosh, yes. I have kind of a routine, but like with YouTube, I've tried to make a routine with it. It didn't stay. It didn't pull through. But things are looking good, so I'm not being obstinate. I know what to do. I just can't seem to do it. Kind of. It's like that happens less, but like at the same time it does. And for example, like if I'm in the kitchen and I'm gonna cook something, but if I don't remember the recipe or what to do or the steps directly, I will sit there stupid. My dad will give me like instructions to do something, and I'll listen to him. I'll go, all right, cool, let's do this, and then I'm not being obstinate. I just, I know I know for the main part what I'm supposed to be doing. Like once again, I might have missed some of the steps, but I'm like, frick, okay, but how do I start that? And it's just really stupid. But any of these apply to you? And it's yes. Oh boy, 5 out of 9. It's not looking good. I feel. Well, then again, I already kind of knew the thing. I'm gonna be worried if it just says stuff about the hyperactive, because I'm gonna be like, oh, well then. I have trouble organizing my work schedule, social life, and family obligations. Social life, not so much. I'm really good with talking with my friends, and I often might accidentally put that, like, major priority. But yeah, I create long to-do lists, then find them overwhelming. Yes and no. A lot of, not so much, like, to-do lists, but at the same time it is, like, maybe I'll have, like, goals or things I'm chasing after, like YouTube, and then there might be, like, something else, like acting, and all of a sudden there's other things that pile on, and I'm like, frick, I'm screwed here. And, but then, if someone helps me, like, think through it and go, okay, but these are at this time and this thing, and I can keep on doing this at the same time as this, and it still not be too much, then I'm fine, but to me, it will end up being overwhelming easily. Planning a big project feels daunting. I think so, because I've said I want to do collabs with my friends, and I've even agreed with doing one with a couple with one of my friends, but it doesn't happen. I procrastinate because I can't see where to start. Yes, YouTube I know where to start, so it's a different type of procrastination, but that right there, I don't know where to start. I was talking about that earlier, or figure out what I need. Yeah, so, yes. Next. Avoid tasks that require sustained mental effort. I struggle to finish things that demand a lot of focus for a long period of time. Yes, that was what I was talking about with the geography notes. Other times I get in the zone and hyper-focus. Yeah, no one can control it, but for some reason it happens to me when it's something that I'm really passionate about. So YouTube, if I'm editing, I will get hyper-focused, and I'm usually good with socializing with my friends, like I said earlier, but like, if I'm on my YouTube, like, and I'm editing, I will have my phone, like, right next to my laptop. It might be buzzing, but my brain is on editing and lining things up and making it look nice, and yeah. I avoid routine tasks that feel monotonous, repetitive, or boring. That might have been it, but I feel like that is more, I think it's the first one more so, but like, it might tie into it. When faced with big, important tasks, I do a bunch of trivial chores instead. I hate paperwork. Yes. I do my homework, but it's not something I agree, or it's not something I enjoy doing. Like, I'll do it, but I'm not gonna be like, yay, frickin' homework, huh? No, I can't, no, I can't do it, so, yeah, I face big, yeah, so, I'm gonna say yes. Next. Often lose things I need. Oh my gosh. Okay, so, you can't see. Luckily, this isn't a gigantic tripod, so I can move it. Okay. This is the top of my freaking thing, little top piece of my desk. If I have junk in, so I know that I'll have my headphones here. I have my Simpsons here set up. Maggie went missing, but I'll find her eventually. The COVID market let me just go here, but I have these thank you cards that are there at all times. I got this and that, blah 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 blah, that are usually always there. And so then if I have a place for things, I won't. But at the same time, like I remember, this happens to me all the time. Is if I don't think about it and I stupidly pick up the remote from the TV and walk on into another room, I will get in that room, find something else to pick up, put it down, go back into the room, go frick, where's the remote? Forgetting that I brought it into that other room, and so I'll lose things all the time. I misplace it as the proper thing. I often lose important paperwork or cannot find something I just bought. If I just bought it and it's something like, I just got this guy. If it's something I bought and it's something like this, I'm not gonna misplace it because I usually like keep him right by my side because I don't want to lose this guy, and I love him to death. He's so cute, don't you think? Anyways, but oh sorry, my home or workspace is cluttered, piles everywhere. I think things have to be out where I can see them, otherwise I worry that I'll forget about them. See, this is why I have these junk piles. These popsicle sticks need to go away. But like, I have these junk piles, even on the top of my dresser, junk piles everywhere. And that is just so I can this desk was supposed to be more organized, but it's just a junk pile, really. I got like artwork in there. I got my notes. I got my sign that I forgot to put on my door for recording. Everything is kind of just shoved in there. I also got the Photoshop thing in there, but I got like all kinds of stuff in there. So yes. I'm not surprised I'm getting all of these because this is the ADD, not the ADHD. It's missing the hyperactive part because, yeah, I'm easily distracted by conversations, noises, or activities happening around me. Yes, okay, so if it's music, it's rhythmic, and it's more of a background kind of noise. If people are talking, if it's a lot of people talking, if it's enough of the people that it's just, you can't understand anything, I won't get distracted by it. But if I'm in a classroom, smaller, less people, and they're closer to me, talking, my brain cannot stay on the task. It can't. It will hear them. I usually try using my music to put in, to like blast them out and just have that rhythmic background noise so I can work. But some classrooms don't let me use my music, and so I get really screwed over that. But yeah, no. The people talking, and the thing is that if someone's talking and I hear them talking about a conversation, I'm obviously not invited, but if they're talking loud enough, I will hear it and my brain will like enter in kind of uninvited, and I don't do it intentionally to then butt in, but I do. So then I'm like, I feel awful because I just jumped into their conversation. Uninvited. Completely uninvited. I just walk in with, like, they could be talking about, like, a game, and then I go, yeah, I heard of that one, yeah, it's pretty cool, or whatever. Nobody invited me to that conversation, but because my brain heard it and had interest in it, I'll find my way in it, and it's really stupid. I'm often lost in thoughts. My mind will be far away, imagining interesting ideas, situations, or conversations. Yes, I'm pretty smart, but a bit absent-minded. I've been called a daydreamer. Oh my gosh, all of them. Yes, all of them. Yes. Forgetful. Oh boy. I often lose track of what I'm supposed to be doing or what I've already done. Kind of, sort of. I'll forget to pack something and have to go back. Oh my gosh, I'm bad with names. Yep. I forget appointments or promises. Yes. Not so much. When I am alone, I talk out loud to myself to stay on track. Yes, I do. I'm like Deadpool. Like, I will freaking talk to myself during a task. to keep me on, like, in it. Like, I'll say memes, I will do commentary on it pretty much. Hey, what do you know? I'm right here doing that. Oh wait, that is not cool. I like that better. Anyways, yeah, so no, can't do it. I have sticky notes everywhere. Nope. I've bought things and then realized I already own one. I think so. Not really. No, I don't. I know my stuff. Literally. It's gonna be 9 out of 9, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So, while most people struggle with some of these symptoms, that doesn't mean they have ADHD. They could have it stressed by major life events or any number of medical issues. But your score suggests that a full assessment by a specialist who understands ADHD might be in order. Already had that years ago. About 4 to 5% of adults are struggling with focused distraction and attention. These challenges undermine their goals and good intention in many areas of life, despite all their best efforts. Yeah. Now, let's look at hyperactivity, 6 questions, and impulsivity, 3 questions. Problem areas for many adults with ADD. Okay, I have ADD. And see what else we can learn. Go to part 2. You probably don't bounce around like a hyperactive child, no, but perhaps you often feel restless, no, driven, depending on what's going on, like there's a dynamo inside you, no. Maybe you're impatient, on the go, thoughts race are good, sometimes tumbling, ricocheting, or as you pour out one idea after another. Yes, my brain will be, like, I have all kinds of ideas coming out all the time. It's really weird, and a lot of them get lost because I don't have a book around me. You may crave excitement and try new things, or love highly stimulating activities that with a big payoff. Let's take a look at hyperactivity. Not so much. A lot of that was no. I grow fidgety during meetings, classes, or church. I can become angsty during long conversations. No, not really. And the closest thing to fidgety is I might bounce my foot while I'm in class writing. But that's also kind of like, I'm not hyperactive, but I'll like have something, me moving, so it'll keep me on a task in that location, instead of I can still get easily distracted by people talking if I'm doing that, but it helps a little bit. It's like a little helpful thing for me. I fidget with keys, bracelets, coins, and pens. Unfortunately, I have to say yes, because if I have a pencil and I'm not writing, I will do this. I will ring it around my finger for no freaking reason whatsoever at all, but I'll do that for like forever until I'm like, okay, we're time to write down, go back to it. Like keys and bracelets, not that I've noticed, but pens, yeah. Twirl my hair, no, unless I think it's not looking good, or I can like kind of feel like, okay, it's not, like I actually wear this too if my hair is everywhere, and it is today, but like let's say it's kind of over here, like a little poofy over here, and I want to do the freaking thing, I'll like comb it, but like kind of dude frickin' all the time. Some days are like I'm in class and I'll just doodle and I feel awful. It's not too often, and I've been able to avoid it, but if I like, sometimes my brain will go off and be like, oh, let's draw this thing. Oh frick, I'm supposed to be doing math, and yeah. These things help me focus and listen. Yes, they do. I tap my foot or bounce a leg with my pent-up energy. I don't like that. Constantly shifting in my seat, not really. Rocking, tilting my chair way back when I'm thinking. I don't like how this is looking, because there were 2 doctors that assessed me. One said I just had ADD, and I don't think I'm hyperactive, but for some reason, For some reason, and I don't know why, and I apologize, I don't want to be diagnosed with the hyperactive part. I've been very proud of just having to deal with the not concentrating part, but I could be wrong. I feel the need to get up and move. I pace while I'm on the phone. Yes. I can sit down and just be on the phone, but like if I'm stuck in a standing area, I can't sit still when I'm on the phone. I wish I could pace during meetings. No. No. I walk faster than others and have to wait for them. Okay, unfortunately, yes. But mostly in school because I know that I can't make it. I know how far my classes are and how much time I have to get. And plus, if I'm walking as slow as they are and having to get around them, I'm not going to make it to class. So I always have to go faster than them and go dodge. I'm like freaking some kind of guy in the football field dodging everybody constantly all the way to my class, which sucks. I like to be in action on the move. No. I can sit in my chair here and watch YouTube videos all day and I don't need to get up and walk around. I mean, of course I'll get up and do whatever, but like I don't need to be in action. When I am required to sit and do something challenging like financial paperwork, I need to take frequent breaks to shake off my agitation. Yeah. A few of those are wrong, but I need to break with paperwork. I take breaks with homework a little bit. But, yeah. But, I heard some people can't, sit down when they watch movies, which was surprising to me. But I can. I have no problem with sitting down and watching movies, because I love movies. I am impatient or agitated when things are quiet. It's kind of, I don't know, I feel rushed, pressured, or driven, even doing something that isn't urgent. Well, if it's important to me, whether it's urgent or not, I'm probably going to want to do it anyways, just because I want to do it. I have had frequent job changes or moved frequently. Not really. Let me see, something that isn't urgent. Not really. I am impatient or agitated when things are... No. Yay, my first no. I'm so happy. Difficult enjoying leisure activities quietly. I find it hard to relax or work quietly. No? It's good if I have music playing, if I'm in school or at home a little bit, but like, I can relax in silence. I can watch a movie in silence. I can, whatever, chill. But then again, I also like to watch videos to relax instead of just, okay. Small talk is boring. I don't despise it, and I don't love it either, but it's not, like, it's not boring. Okay, it kind of is, but at the same time it isn't. Like, what I'm trying to say is, you're wrong. It's not boring. But it kind of is, I don't know. I can't make up my mind about small talk, that's the thing. I always have to be trying a new thing or changing them up. No? Nope. I find myself stirring things up, teasing. No, not really. Not intentionally teasing, or when people are agitated or like if we're goofing around, if we're joking around, I will tease in a playful way, not to anger someone. If I do, I will apologize because I'm not looking to cause drama. Drama sucks. I often drawing attention to myself. I can be over the top, center of attention. Some would say I am a bit immature or prone to drama. Everything's a big deal with me. No. I'm immature in the way of I act goofy and stupid just because that's how I am and I want to, be silly and that's how I am. But besides that, I'm actually pretty mature. Like, no. And prone to drama, no. And not really a big deal. I'm very forgiving and move on with things. So, yay. Another no. I'm so happy. Always on the go driven. It often seems... Sir? Can you English like me? I can't even English right. Can you please... But I'd expect you to English better than I can, okay? It's not how you speak English. It often seems like I'm always on the go, driven by a motor. No, my brain is. It's always moving. But no, I'm drawn to one hobby or obsession after another. No, I'm pretty stuck on drawing and acting and YouTube. That's never changing. I have more stamina and enthusiasm than anyone else. If it's something I find interesting, that's not how you read. I have more stamina and enthusiasm than anyone else if it's something I find interesting. Yeah. If it, I mean, like, if it, especially if I'm like it's YouTuber acting, I'm on it. Like, drawn to a hobby, obsession after another. Like maybe I like a lot of shows and I'm in love with a lot of like fandoms or whatever. But I might shift in between which ones I enjoy more once in a while. I still love them at the same time, but I might like kind of pay more attention to one at some certain points. But yeah. Then again, like, I'm not a shifter with Mark, so I don't know. I drive or create gameplays or YouTube doesn't count in that category. I missed that. Interesting. I drive in whole hog like a whirling dervish with tons of energy, but then suddenly crash. Not really. I don't know. She said, I don't know. But it's most of them out of that is yes, so I'm gonna have to say yes. Not rude, but talkative. Oh my gosh, I can't shut up. I have that problem. I always have lots to say. Oh yes, but I'm not so great at listening. Not true. I actually am pretty good at listening. Even though I talk a lot, if someone's speaking or they're talking to me and I'm there to listen, I am there to listen and I shut up. I can be an enthusiastic chatterbox who just can't stop. Yeah, I mean, I can stop if someone speaks to me, but it's like a pause. There's still stuff going, there's still words getting, like, that are paused and ready to come out, like, I'm not stopping. If someone else tries to speak, I get louder because I feel pressure to get it out. I don't do that as often anymore. I might have had that, I had that more as, like, when I was younger, where I couldn't, I felt pressured that I wanted to say what I wanted to say, but now I don't have to do that. I tend to dominate conversations, telling great stories, but rarely learning anything about anyone else. Yeah, I always have to top them and match someone else's story. No. Let me see. This one's iffy for me. Barely doing anything about, yeah, so it's a yes. Not anymore. Yes, but no. So there's 2 no's out of a bunch of yeses. I gotta say yes. Congrats. You completed the questions for hyperactivity. Okay. Blurting out. I am full of ideas. My mind jumps and races ahead. I don't sit quietly and consider, but immediately offer one idea or opinion after another. That's not true. I can sit quietly and think about it, especially if it's like really important, but at the same time, I am always spitting out ideas, so that's great. I may seem impatient, I say ideas, but a lot of it's just random thoughts or whatever. I may seem impatient or dominating, always adding my 2 cents to contribute my ideas. And I have lots of them. Yeah. I'm instantly enthusiastic and interested in new challenges. I say yes to everything and then end up overwhelmed with commitments. Not really. No. I'm like not instantly enthusiastic, but and I'm not interested in new challenges. In fact, just screw challenges, but like my friends talk about like a new project that interests me, then I'll be like, yeah, let's do it. But then I'm like, I have other things that go on, and then other things that do pile up. So that is right, but at the same time, it isn't, because I'm freaking complicated. Say yes. Blur. Just the main title is a yes. So next, waiting my turn is frustrating. I hate lineups. No. If it's super long and people, and the only reason why I'm not moving forward is because someone's being stupid, yes, that is when it's frustrating. But other than that, no. I will move from one checkout line to another, seeking the fastest cashier. No, not all the time, and I mean, if only if it's like I have one thing and there's this person with this gigantic cart filled with things, and I'm like, I have this Spider-Man plushie. You serious? Which of course I wouldn't get in that line, but like, let's say there's 2 carts and they're evenly filled out, but I'm like this, and that person's like really slow. I'm like, come on. So I won't be able to do that. But I will move. No, sorry, I'll go out of my way to avoid slow traffic or long conversations. Once again, no. I can stand people who speak slowly. I can't stand people who speak slowly. Small talk is painfully boring. No. A friend who asks the waitress about every item on the menu makes me crazy. No, and I haven't actually experienced that really yet, so no. I hate waiting for other people to arrive. I can't just sit back and relax. Kind of, but not so much. So I'm gonna say no. Not really. Because not much at all. I interrupt and intrude on others. Fricking, like I said, fricking all the time. I interrupt, chime in, or intrude onto other people's conversations. Frick me, that's a big problem. I'm right-hand dominated, and I'm just covering my face on the face cam, and use this hand instead of this one. It's freaking trippy. But, oh man, I feel the need to top someone, no, sorry, people's conversations. I feel the need to top someone's story or add your 2 cents. The second one more. I always have an opinion. Not really, not always, but if I'm allowed to share it, then I will. Or an idea you feel the need to share. Yeah. And yes, they may well be great ideas. Answer yes if these familiar challenges, perhaps you don't see it, but others have mentioned it to you. Yes. Submit. Alrighty, friends. Are you ready, kids? I Capitan. Your total score of hyperactivity and impulsivity is 6 out of 9. Your hyperactivity and impulsivity, the threshold score is 5 or more. Oh no. The predominantly combined subtype of ADHD for hyperactivity and impulsivity. The threshold score is 5 or more, so your score suggests hyperactivity and impulsivity might be issues for you. Frick me. Since you also scored 5 or more in part 1, yeah, this suggests that you may just have that what is called predominantly combined subtype of ADHD. This is most common type of ADHD. So, where do you go from here? Learning more about ADHD is the first step. I already freaking got tested. I kind of knew this. I liked it better for some reason, deep down, that I didn't have hyperactivity. But I guess you can't pick and choose. Oh well, frick me. Ugh. Thank you so much for watching me do a quiz about this thing that I struggle with, and then complain about it, and go, I didn't want to have this problem. I wanted it to have this different problem. So thank you for dealing with that. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like the video, just leave this like. But why would you do that? Isn't this a great video? I know, right? It totally is. See? It's entertaining.
Stop! Now!
So, subscribe if you want to support me and my content or see more. So, I don't know, maybe I'll do more quizzes if you ask for it. Thank you so much for watching again, and see you later.